Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that girl that can't keep a man because she's crazy as hell, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Marshall, John Wick, Claudia, Esquiel, Miguel, Lead Our Actions with Under the Christ, Big Bad 48, the homie JT, Nova, Jack, Linda, Michigan Wolverines, Marius Chevelle 66, Gigi, Abuelita's Journey, and Daus Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You do not want to be missing out. This episode right here, man, you guys are getting the mindset of green, right? And I say green because that is the color of uniform that the correctional officers wear in the California Department of Corrections, right? The inmate population wears blue attire, staff members wear green. I so happen to do 16 years as an officer, sergeant, and lieutenant before I resigned because of the corruption up at the top. So here we go. Hector, do you guys be looking the other way when things go on or when you find things? Do you guys in green purposely be missing things, giving people passes? Oh, yes, absolutely, 100%, 110%, right? Oh, man, golly gee. I don't think you guys realize how much we actually let slide. All right, pretty much all of it, right? You're not fooling anybody. You're not getting one on us. You're not sneaking one underneath our nose, right? You're not, it ain't. We know who is who. We know what is what throughout the state. Easy. All it takes is a phone call, a look on the computer. Man, your local little rat in the yard that comes and be trying to tell you information. I'd be saying, get out of here, man. Get out of here. I don't need you to tell me what's going on. I already know what's going on, right? So, Hector, what does the process look like, right? I can only speak for myself and my experience. There is no doubt when that you are a new, young, hungry correctional officer, you are looking to fight crime, right? Find dope, find weapons, stop assaults, attempted murders, riots, and murders. Yeah, why wouldn't you? I mean, you joined that profession to be a law enforcement officer. So, Hector, what the hell happened? Where did it all go wrong for you? Well, I'm about to tell you. I'm pretty sure there's a video I did where I found dope on an inmate in visiting. The inmate was from Brawley, and that's what caught my attention. He ran with the Southsiders. In essence, he was a Southsider, and he had 2 bindles of heroin, big-ass bindles, right, in the Cheeto bag. He was passing it back and forth with his cousin, female type. Poor grandpa was sitting right there, oblivious to what was transpiring. I see the bag. I see how suspicious they be acting. We go over there. We gaffle them up. Yeah, sure enough. Dope, right? I shit you not. The sergeant at the time, he now be a lieutenant over there at Centinela, right? Short guy type. Well, he was a sergeant at the time. He was my visiting sergeant. He let the female go home instead of going to jail, Imperial County Jail, right? Boom. Monopoly. Go to jail. Do not collect your $200, right? Don't go work at the Chinese restaurant afterwards. So this sergeant lets the female go home. And I'm like, hey, she ain't going to jail? Nah, you didn't. What did he say? You didn't get the transaction on video of them passing the dope. I'm like, hey, but I saw it, right? I'm a peace officer. I got a shiny little badge. Look, Sarge, right? What he told me, his exact words were, nah, your word's not going to hold up in court. I'm like, this had to have been 2008. I'm like, the fuck? Right? Your boy all chubby in his class A's, looking all new, thinking I'm a somebody, right? I get off work, go to the Chinese restaurant. No shit, the chick is right there working in the back. We look at each other, we see a damn ghost, man. Luckily, I'm like, all right, the food's already bagged up. She didn't know it was me. She didn't spit in it. Good. Right? We do the exchange, right? The exchange of the money and the Chinese food. And, man, wow, awkward, right? That left a bad taste in my mouth. Not the Chinese food, but the fact that the sergeant let her go. It told myself right there, what's the point? What's the point of fighting crime if they're not going to get held accountable? Which, in essence, the state, powers up above, Sacramento, you got old girl up at the top running the department to the ground, right? Went from chief deputy warden to some type of assistant chief deputy director, I don't know how that happens, right? Got a big old calculator for her to crunch numbers before she was crunching people at Donovan. Fighting crime is frowned upon. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Fighting crime is frowned upon from the people at the top. They don't want you to fight crime. You be finding dope, cell phones, weapons. You're going to piss them off, right? Them. You're going to get in trouble. Hector, that's not true. How can you get in trouble for fighting crime? If it's one thing all my followers on here have told me is that I tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and everything on the truth. You're gonna get in trouble for fighting crime, right? Now, that is not to discourage anybody young and up and coming in the department. Because check this out. I was a sergeant, supervisor. I was a lieutenant, second line supervisor. I never, ever discouraged cops from fighting crime because I remember the feeling that little short sergeant at Centinela gave me of like, oh, that's not cool. Motherfucker took the winds out of my sails, right? I don't know what the fuck that was. The winds in the sails, right? Went soft. I went soft again. ED. So, yeah, these cops would be like, hey, I got a tattoo gun, Sarge. And now in my head, I'll be like, oh, dear God. But outside, I would be like, oh, shit, good job, bro. Yeah, bro, make sure you write it up and evidence and the whole nine. Take pictures, right? Put your RVR, your rules violation report on the computer. But I never shut down their dreams, right? Because I was never going to do that. Because at the end of the day, there's still safety and security. Well, Hector, what the fuck kind of shit did you slide? Wow. Golly gee. Let me see. And then I'm going to tell you how you can't do that anymore because of the body-worn cameras. You will get in trouble. I've seen it happen at Donovan for doing exactly what I'm about to tell you I may or may not have done, right? Bravo Yard, Centinela State Prison, 2010, 2011-ish. Mass cell searches. From time to time, the inmates act up. They do something crazy. They will lock the whole yard down, and everybody from the prison will come and search the buildings, one by one, cell by cell, and will do what's known as break them down to state. Break them down to state, meaning we're going to break your shit down all the way to state. We're going to take everything that you ain't supposed to be having and 6 cubic square feet or whatever it is. Your boy has a shitty memory, right? That's what you're allowed in your cell. Same for legal paperwork, right? There are rules and regulations, and that's what you're going to get broken down. Usually if there's like a major staff assault, like, oh, okay, you guys want to play, right? You guys want to be acting like this. We'll break you guys down to state. If there's an ongoing occurrence of violence, right? Inmate on inmate violence, that shit happens. Ooh, they be turning it up during certain seasons. Violence. Like, all right, pump the brakes. Gotta let them know, right? Gotta set the reminder. Gotta set the tone. We're gonna break you guys down. Let's hit the reset button, right? So we can do it all over again. Bravo Yard. It was one of those types of deals. It was in fucking Bravo 2, I think. It was in C-section, right, to the right side. I was a young cop. See, I came in 06, this was 010, probably 4 or 5 years in, right? Still new, right? Just because you guys be having 5 years, don't be acting like you're a somebody. 5 years and still new. Just listen to what I just said. Southsiders, they look like they were about it. GP, mind you. General population, Sureños. You go to the cell, you look in there, all right, strip out. They already be in their boxers anyways. Open your mouth, lift up your tongue, right? Let me see your hands, run your fingers through your hair, lift up your sack, turn around, squat, cough. All right, let me see the bottom of your feet. Bam, bam, bam. Give me your shirt, your white t-shirt. Give me your boxers. All right, I'm feeling it. Making sure I don't feel no weapons, no dope, nothing, no cell phone. I'm going to give you your shit back. All right, now put your hands behind your back. I'm going to put handcuffs on you through the food port. All right, now I'm going to escort you to the other side of the day room. Donovan, the other side of the fucking day room. Not so they can be watching and yelling and fighting you right there on your side of the day room. I can't. I fucking can't. Every time I talk about RJD, it gives me my high blood pressure, right? Don't do it. When I walk into the cell, the first thing I see on the desk in the back of the cell, a little metal desk in the back, I see a hot bowl of noodles, right? Ramen noodles with a lid on the Tupperware. It was on the Tupperware bowl. And that shit was steaming, piping hot. And I don't know, I fucking walk in, that's what drew my attention. I open the lid, I take out my pen from my Transcon jumpsuit, and I go like this. Into the soup, and it made that noise. I hit something, and I'm like, oh, well, of course there's something hidden right here. Get my glove, right? Stick it in the homie's noodles, all disrespectful. That's the homie's food. He just made the meal. Didn't think a savage with me like me was going to check the noodles. I just saw it, right? Open it up. It was a cell phone wrapped up in fucking tape or some shit, plastic bag. Put it in my pocket. Again, no body-worn cameras. Come out, act like shit ain't happened. Get the 2 inmates, bring them back, act like shit ain't happened. They go in their cell. Fuck it, whatever they probably went in there and like, oh, fuck, he took the fucking phone. Right? I did not write them up. I go to the control booth with my partner. I say, look, I fucking found a phone. They say, open it up. See if it's unlocked, right? Because they be putting the passwords on there, right? 6969, whatever they want to put, right? Oh, shit, it's fucking locked. All right, A, we'll fucking toss it, right? Toss it. Put it in my pocket, right? Driving down over there by the Sealy Market and just throw it out the fucking window, never to be seen again, right? Unless a bum picked it up or something. That was it. No paperwork. The dude didn't have his cell phone anymore. Who knows? And I would always want to know what happens on that end. Do they got to answer to somebody? How do you tell somebody, hey, that shit is gone, but I don't have a write-up to show for it? I didn't think that. I always wondered what that looks like on that end. Dope. Let's say you go in a cell and you find a little bit of dope, this much, right? A little baggie of heroin. Well, Hector, how do you know it's heroin? Because they tell you at the academy it smells like vinegar, right? So your boy right there sniffing around, fucking find some little bit of dope, right? Well, there's a toilet right there. As soon as you walk in the cell, get the little bag of dope, throw it in the toilet, and flush the fucking toilet. Gone. Poof. Disappeared. Never to be seen again, right? You didn't write a report. You didn't write an incident. The inmate didn't get it written up. There's no more dope on the facility. To me, win, 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 right? Again, I would want to know how an inmate explains to his homies or big homies what the fuck happened to the dope. What happened? Well, where did it go? I don't know. Saca la bolsita. I don't have the bolsita. What happened to it? I don't know. Period. Right? Again, I've seen officers get in trouble for doing that. You cannot do that anymore. Trust me. Again, that's not our rules. That came up from the top there. You cannot flush it. Ooh, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. Right. Well, what about weapons, Hector? Have you come across weapons and disposed of them without properly documenting it? Well, I'll never come on here and say what I did or I didn't do, but you kind of casting the fucking gist of things, right? It's one of those things, man. What's the point, right? What's the fucking point? The department has taken the wind out of the sails of the troops. They're not. Look at Donovan, and I was sharing this recently. I don't forgot where. I have a bad memory. Alpha Yard. Donovan, recently, right when I left, I couldn't fathom what was happening anymore. Inmates, somebody should look into this. This is a fucking crime. Inmates were getting caught with good, righteous shanks, weapons, inmate manufactured weapons on A Yard. You find the weapon. Oh shit, a weapon, Sarge. Write it up. Let's go. Put the inmate in handcuffs. Dude's going to the hole. He's going to ADSEG. Possession of a weapon. It's a felony in prison. The inmate goes to ADSEG. I kid you not. That coming Thursday, committee. Well, Hector, what the fuck is committee? Committee is when all the dumb buffooner fucking wardens, chief deputy wardens, and managers go and sit at a table and like, oh, well, what can we do for you, buddy, to make you happy? Well, the administration was suspending those shoe terms. Listen to what I just said. Somebody investigate this. Criminal, help, help. Hey, buddy, even though we found a good knife on you, right, and you have a lengthy history of violence, we're going to suspend your shoe term. You're going to go back to A-Yard today. Dude only spent like 3 or 4 days in ADSEG. You guys think I'm lying? Contact anybody from Donovan. Goes back to A-Yard. Well, guys, I'm going to give you guys a pop quiz. What do you think that inmate did when he got back to A-Yard? Exactly! Exactly! Some of you guys don't even work in a prison. You guys already know the motherfucker stabbed somebody. Soon as he got back. Didn't waste no time. Good looking out, chief. Good looking out, warden, you dumb fuck. Now I'm really going to show you what time it is, right? Whack, 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 slash, boom. Now the dude's going back to the hole. To me, that's a fucking crime. Why? It's because you did that. The administration did that. The bad guy got caught. The bad guy was in the hole, and they purposely let the guy out of the hole back to A-Yard to go commit violence. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh, man. The message for today is, this is the message. The culture in law enforcement now, look at Chicago. Look at Chicago, people. Look at Chicago police. They are not in the ghetto shooting it out with bad guys because it's not worth it. It is not. They got families. The cops have families, little daughters. I have a daughter, right? Why are you going to shoot it out with a criminal and risk getting murdered, killed, or fired from the department or imprisoned? Because that's what's going to happen. When you can just park behind a 7-Eleven with your fucking phone watching Netflix, right? This is what the people had been screaming for. This is what they got in Chicago, right? This is kind of the mindset now. I'm gonna post up behind 7-Eleven, watching my Netflix, watching YouTube, Hector Bravo. And when I hear that call that you got fucking 9 males shooting 9 males with guns, I'm going to wait 15 minutes. I'm going to wait 20 minutes. Then I'm going to go over there and clean up the mess. Keep pushing forward.